Good evening. There's another possible case of measles in Harris County, this time at Porte Elementary.
Lauren Tallarico is there tonight. Lauren, you've been in contact with a woman who says she is the child's mom.
Yes, and although the Harris County Health Department says it will be a few days before it can confirm if this is measles, this mom says doctors told her that it is. Today, the district sent home this letter warning parents of a suspected measles case. The child is a pre-K student here at Porte Elementary. The Harris County Health Department says they are looking into the case, but that it will be a few days before they get the final results. Meanwhile, a woman claiming to be the child's mom says it all started last week with a fever, and that when she took her son to the doctor, he was diagnosed with measles, even though he'd had both vaccines. If confirmed, this would be the fourth measles case in Harris County since last week and the 8th in Texas. As we've been reporting, measles is extremely contagious and can be deadly. The school says it's working with the health department and is disinfecting all classrooms and common areas of Porte Elementary as a precaution. From symptoms to information about the vaccines and where to get them, head to our website, KHOU.com. Reporting live from Porte, I'm Lauren Tallarico, KHOU 11 News.
A health alert tonight. Flu cases are on a sharp rise in Houston. The Houston Methodist Hospital system tracks their clinic numbers daily. On Saturday, just 14 people tested positive for type A flu. Yesterday, it was up to 43. Nationwide, Texas is listed as a hotspot for flu activity. Flu season itself is unpredictable from year to year, but the CDC says it tends to peak around February or March, and experts believe it hasn't peaked yet in Texas. Experts say the flu, like the measles, is best prevented by getting a shot. Health officials say that is especially important for those most at risk: infants, people with asthma, pregnant women, seniors, and those with chronic disease. You can read flu reports and find free flu shots on our website at KHOU.com.
Tonight, investigators returned to the home where 4 Houston police officers were shot and another one hurt during a drug raid. Detectives are calling this a follow-up routine. There was a shootout at the home on Harding Street while officers were serving a warrant on a couple who lived there. That couple was killed. And breaking news tonight, a couple of thieves shoot a man in the neck and then steal his car. It happened behind the Sellers Brothers grocery store on Renwick in the Gulfton area. We're told the man is expected to live. Police are now looking for a man and a woman.
Remember those hidden graves uncovered at a Fort Bend ISD construction site last year? The district says they are ready to sell that portion of the property to Fort Bend County. Commissioners voted tonight to start the process of buying the land to designate the area as a perpetual care cemetery. 95 bodies were uncovered there last summer. They are believed to be the bodies of former slaves. Cameras caught this guy sticking out his tongue while stealing flat screens from Midtown bars. Police trying to find him got some help from the bar owner. But what happened next left victims hanging. Larry Seward is live in Midtown with this KHOU 11 exclusive. Larry?
Mia, this bar's owner found and led Houston police to a man matching that thief's description, but they didn't have enough evidence to arrest him. So managers here shared video to make others aware. He shows up after hours, tongue wagging, with an appetite for 55-inch flat screens. His short-changed servers, Midtown bars, all with padlock boxes around their TVs. Irish Cowboy got ripped off Saturday and Sunday, 3 TVs each night.
Found broken pieces of locks all over the tables.
2 days later,
we just replaced those TVs a month ago.
He showed up 10 blocks south at Beer Market Company. He hopped a patio fence with a backpack, looked around, calmly grabbed bolt cutters, then went to work. Between snipping locks and wires, he took breaks, even made a phone call. Then that white Dodge pulled up. The thief tucked 2 TVs inside and left. An hour later, he came back wearing a different jacket, thirsty for more. He stole a 3rd TV but never hid his face from cameras, and management is using that against him.
There was something off with him a little bit, and his tongue kept sticking out. He couldn't really keep it inside of his mouth. Most of the videos we have, his tongue is out.
Houston police took reports and even interviewed a man who looked like the thief, but so far, no arrests. While bar managers worry he's coming back, they hope sharing this video makes it hard. Cameras did not get a good look at that getaway car's license plate. The driver never got out, so it's not clear tonight how many people are involved in those thefts. We're live in Midtown. Larry Seaver, KHOU 11 News.
Rather bizarre, the tongue wagging. All right, let's hope they get that case solved, rather. The third largest school district in the state wants to spare no expense for student security.
Yeah, but here's the question. Will voters support another billion-dollar-plus bond? That story kicks off tonight's 90-second nightcap.
2019 brings the need for another bond.
Our parents expect when their children come to our schools that they're going to be as safe as possible, and we take that very seriously.
Superintendent Mark Henry says $207 million will be spent on security enhancements alone if the $1.76 billion bond is approved.
People in this Wise County neighborhood say they didn't even know children lived in the house behind me, so they were horrified to hear what deputies say they discovered. 4 siblings, all living in squalor. 2 of those siblings, they say, were locked up together in a dog cage. Covered in feces and urine, the kids were malnourished too. The younger children weren't wearing clothes, and the refrigerators stocked with food were padlocked. And then it got worse.
2 of the older children who were locked inside a dog kennel. One that's probably about 3 by 3.
A barge slammed into one of those concrete columns that holds I-10 up over the San Jacinto River. The repairs are serious. The TxDOT called in for backup. So expect some of the westbound lanes that feed into downtown to be shut down for the rest of the week.
Close to 16,000 people have already signed an online petition asking Cardi B to cancel her performance at the Houston Rodeo this year. They're saying that the animals are being mistreated and sometimes even being abused. But rodeo officials are saying that is not true. They say that the animals are very well cared for.
Hey, we have to applaud David Paul. He talked about what today would be like. It was picture perfect as the day wore on. The clouds went away, then it was sunny and cool and breezy.
He has good connections with Mother Nature,
He does.
I believe. Yeah.
I try to
Most of the time.
keep her on my good side as much as possible. It's beautiful outside. It's chilly. It is February. It's wintertime. Temps dropping now. Conroe's 41, Bush 51. Pearland is 54, but here's the deal. We have perfect conditions tonight for radiational cooling. That's going to allow the temperature to drop a lot more. Clear skies, light winds, and low humidity. That dry air cools off quickly. So here's what to expect in the morning where you live. Huntsville 36, Navasota 37, Woodlands 37. It will be sweater and jacket at the bus stop tomorrow morning. Houston 39, Pearland 39, Sugar Land, y'all wake up to 38, Anahuac 41, Galveston 48. So it's definitely a chilly morning tomorrow morning. More beautiful sunshine. We'll talk about the Valentine's Day forecast, talk about the weekend forecast. I'm tracking the allergy picture as well. You're allergic to cedar? We'll talk about it coming up.
A triple murder, the only survivor, a baby found underneath a bed. Here we are 5 years later, and police are hoping you can help crack this cold case.
Our Grace White shows us the missing pieces investigators need.
April 17th, 2013, early in the morning, a newly engaged couple found murdered in a bedroom. The crime scene, an apartment complex off of Greens Parkway in North Houston. Police found Elizabeth Mayorga and Anthony Contreras, both 18, shot in the head. And investigators discovered their daughter, 5-month-old Evelyn, underneath the bed.
You miss Daddy and Mama? Yeah.
5 years later, her grandmother still prays for justice.
All these years, I'm just like, okay, why? Why? Wondering just why. What was the cause? What was the reason?
The reason? Houston police say may lie with the third victim, Elizabeth's uncle, Cesar Enriquez. He was 36, and it was his apartment.
We don't believe this was random. We believe this was a targeted ordeal.
The uncle was wearing his work uniform. He was a local waiter at Denny's. Police say when he didn't show up for his shift, a co-worker went to his apartment, found the door open, and called 911.
There was no signs of forced entry as far as the door of the residence. It very well could have been where someone may have just let somebody that they knew inside, not knowing what their goal was.
There was one key piece of evidence police think was stolen from the uncle, but they won't say what it was. This grandmother believes someone out there knows.
And I know that it's gonna come. And it's gonna come. I know somebody's gonna, after this, I'm speaking out as a mother, as a grandma. Somebody's gonna come forward and speak and say this is what happened.
So a little girl with a big heart can finally have peace about her parents. Grace White, KHOU, 11 News.
If you have information or can help with this cold case, contact Crime Stoppers. The number 713-222-TIPS.